that if you aren't present when I call your name to get your message or your question, you do forfeit your gifts. So just please be mindful. I've got a 10-minute reading and then I'll be with you shortly. Caroline. What's going on between Caroline and Jared since we've decided to go no contact? A bit lost. Major Arcanas. So you've both decided to go no contact, Caroline. I see that. Oh, thank you, Corey. Love that. Whimsical. I am very whimsical outside of tarot. Very whimsical. Caroline. Oh, okay. So the cards are overall positive, Caroline. A bit sad. Okay. Yes. This is about you becoming confident in yourself during this time of no contact. So that's where things are actually heading in the potential future. I'm going to work backwards actually this time. Yes, mostly he did, but I'm sick of the games. So yeah, mostly he did, but I'm sick of the games. Yeah, okay, so you've decided to go no contact. You've got to ask yourself, I'll read through your questions, you don't have to answer me, but you do need to ask yourself, why did you decide to go no contact? Was it to prove a point, or was it to regain a sense of boundaries? Okay, you don't need to answer that to me, but you do need to think, because if it's to try and hurry things along, or if it's to try and say, well, this is my boundary, we've got to go no contact, so you understand. You need to get clear on that. Which was it for? Because I see this is all about you becoming confident within yourself during this period of no contact. So this is you finding community, people to hang around with, that lift you up, that actually look to you and feel so very, very inspired by you, Caroline. So this is where you're heading. This is your potential future. I'm going to work back now. Your current challenge is to maintain that sense of boundary that you've wanted by going no contact with this person, Jared. So Caroline, you've got to ask yourself, if you're having troubles, if you're seeing that Jared is doing stuff like playing games or whatnot. The thing is, just because you've gone no contact with him doesn't mean that you've healed, you've moved past that part of yourself that feels challenged by it, that you will still see that sort of behavior in other areas. It's possible. I'm not saying you will, but it's possible that you will see that people aren't being honest in the workplace. You may see that when you ask your friends to hang out, they may not really mean something when they say something. And the Queen of Swords, this is you about harnessing your energy, about being very disciplined about who gets your energy. It's definitely teaching you a lot. Beautiful. This is your challenge, and who doesn't deserve it. So this is very much about discipline. It's about standards. And that's great, because you've said we're going no contact because I don't like the way you're treating me. But the no contact doesn't solve the issue of where your standards are. So while you're in no contact, it's time to start questioning, where are your standards, and are you actually upholding them? The root of all of this is that healing quality. So maybe perhaps with this being the root of all of it, that coming together might have come too soon or too premature, because for the star to come out, it's about being vulnerable. It's about being exposed and tender with another person. And if you felt that being in contact made you feel exposed or vulnerable, and that by saying, well, I want to go no contact, or, you know, let's go, yeah, way too soon, then it's possibly that was the case. It was just way too soon. You don't have armor on. See, this person's completely naked. She has nothing covering her up. There's no armor on. Whereas this one's like, you know, she's got a sword first and foremost to protect herself, but she's covered in a cloak and her dress as well. So you got to think about it, that the root of all of it was possibly too premature, that you need to get more standards, discipline and boundaries with yourself first and foremost, so that ripples out to Jared and everyone in your life. The past does indicate the direction, so you did choose to take that direction with, I laid everything out there for him because I love him, and it made it very clear, yes, understood here. And that's possibly made you feel vulnerable, then thought, you know what, I don't trust him, so I've got to retreat, I've got to put the boundary in place, no contact. So the Chariot says that you did make a decision. This is the past. You did make a decision to go in this direction. So regardless of whether it's turned out the way you've thought it would, or it hasn't, it still was the right decision, okay? So don't feel like you've done wrong by wanting to go back in contact, telling him how it is, and then feeling like, oh my gosh, that actually was too much, I need to retreat. It is just you are learning, because there are two major arcanas here. You're learning from this experience. But the current energy here is new. It's fresh. This is planting, like people say with the Ace of Pentacles, planting a seed for the future. So you can create a whole new reality from these messages that are coming through here. So it's about stepping into Queen energy. You do speak about that a lot, like Queen energy. This is you, Caroline. So stepping into that Queen energy, being fiercely confident in who you are, having stern boundaries with the people around you, and that new reality will come through where you are literally living these lives. So we've got some minutes left. So let me know question or to go deeper. Otherwise, I will shuffle you a romance oracle and a spirit oracle. Deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. So very, very truthful. This possibly may be indicating that things might be way too premature to can I know maybe where it could go with Jared? Yeah, absolutely. I'll just finish this question, this answer here. That yes, even yourself, you can wear a false mask in this relationship by going forth into it, but then going, actually, that's not what I really wanted. So it's all about honesty and being truthful with yourself and what you want with this person. But that could be echoing the trust and the feeling of they're not coming through to you in a very positive way. High Priestess, the strength, Queen energy is coming out all corners, okay? This is about you being, this is absolutely, I would say, it's about oversharing. The root of all of this is oversharing. There needs to be a confidence in what you do share and a confidence in what you don't share with this person. Just getting now where it could go with Jared. And the strength is definitely just being... well, it is that sense of having courage to keep going forth with this decision you made about coming back into contact, and then about going out of contact again. Just be confident that you are making the right decisions with the strength. I'm getting a lot of confidence coming through. Look at that. Oh my gosh. This is, I don't know if, I think I've said this to you before, Caroline. This is walking into a hospital. This is walking into a hospital because it's so damn sterile. Nothing you can bring in and nothing you can take out. So you need to start thinking of getting very, very hygienic with your boundaries, because the Queen of Swords is very eloquent. She goes, this is my boundary. Take it or leave it, but I'm not taking your bullshit. And the King of Swords is like, get the fuck out of my way. I really... I will chop your head off if you keep going the way you're going. So this is very, very stern in boundaries. So it's to see that pairing is very strong. And then the Queen of Wands with the Knight of Pentacles. So this is confidence, standing in your own, on your own 2 feet without Jared. So I'm getting a sense right now where it's going is that it's possibly that you need, I'm getting a sense that it's really beautiful energy, that you're going to move into a new direction where you're getting more confident with yourself. But at the moment, Jared's not coming through. I feel like this is all about you connecting with your higher self and really following through with these parts of yourself that needs to be strengthened. So that's what I am getting here. I'll just get you a quick spirit oracle. But at the moment, Caroline, yes, let this no contact ride out. And when there's the possible opportunity to reconnect, you need to have your boundaries very strong, and you need to think about how much you're sharing with them. Because there's the sense of having previously overshared what you're comfortable sharing with this person. They may not completely honor your boundaries, emotions, okay? You are awash with unexpressed emotions. Say exactly what you feel. It is safe for you to speak your truth. This could even point to waiting for that time where you can speak with them again and then tell them how it is. So that's what I've got, Caroline. I am wishing you all of the best as this circumstance unfolds, but this is really about you having independence right now away from them. So detaching. And if you feel like they've taken your power, that they're possibly taking from you, I kid you not, do a Archangel Michael cord cutting meditation. They're on YouTube. They're like 5 or 10 minutes. You visualize the cords getting cut. I kid you not, this person will be wanting your energy again. And you may go, oh, this feels good. But it just goes to show that that person was actually siphoning your energy. So if you're feeling quite drained by this person at the moment, it's probably because they're taking your energy. Even in no contact, they're siphoning from you. Thank you, Melissa. Beautiful. Thank you so much, my queen. I've always needed to work on my independence. It's a really lifelong problem. Well, it's a lifelong, beautiful lesson that you're here on earth to learn, and you get all of the joys from that. And even before I was struggling with dispense. Okay, got you. Yes. Great. Well, he's here to strengthen that. So you can see it as, well, thank you so much, Jared. Thank you for helping me get stronger in my boundaries. You're so welcome, and I hope you had a lovely evening at work, Caroline. You enjoy a nice, restful sleep, and I'm so sweet. Thank you, sweetheart. Okay, I'm just going to check my emails now, Hannah. So I do have the queue. I've got Corey, Sangwoo Suk, Melissa, Ray. Then I've got a full reading with Danielle, and then I've got Kathy, and Melissa. So those that have sent through a gift or a payment, I do have a queue, and so I will work through that queue. Just please understand that if your name is called and you do not respond to claim your message or your question, you do forfeit that on this live when this live ends. So please hang around if you would like to have your reading read. Okay. Hi, Hannah. I can see what you've done, Hannah. You've purchased coins on TikTok. Hannah, so what you've done is you've purchased coins on TikTok, but you've not sent the coins to me. So if that makes sense, Hannah, what you've sent me is a screenshot of your transaction with TikTok. Yes, okay, thank you so kindly. So it's up to you now. You've got all of your coins. It's up to you how much. The micro reading is, thank you. The micro reading is one question, or generally a couple of questions. It's only a few minutes, so just be mindful if you want to get through a couple of questions, then I've got to be quick with the energy that comes through. And Jessie, thank you. I've got you on the queue. Okay, yes, I've got you here, Jessie. So the next I have is, and so Hannah, you do have, please be mindful that because your gift has come through now, you are in the queue. Thank you kindly. You are in the queue now, Hannah. So I do have you, I've got you about 11th in queue. I'm now needing to go through the next in the list. Thank you so much for your patience, Hannah. And Corey, I've got you next for a love message. Love message for Corey. Love message for Corey. Love message for Corey. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So what's coming through the energy, Corey, is that how you related to your caregivers when you were young, that energy is actually coming strongly through right now for you to take and for you to use in this current situation, whether you're in contact or no contact, waiting for someone to come through, or love message to self. How you related to your caregivers is very, very important. And I can see yourself being very mindful of making a decision with this situation, Corey. So very important for you to just keep still, not rush into your decisions just yet. And I'm wishing you all of the best. Thank you so much for the hand heart for a love message. Thank you, Corey. The next I have in the queue is Sangwoo Suk for a love message, and Melissa for a manifesting. Ray and Jesse, just please, yes or no. A yes or no for Sangwoo Suk, Melissa for a question detailed, Ray, Jesse for a yes or no. So yes. Oh, I'm so glad that resonates, Corey. Thank you for sharing. So if you've heard your name called just now, please send through your name and question. I will do the best to go in the order. So I'm getting Sangwoo Suk, Melissa Ann, please send your name and question through. Melissa Ann, should you push Chris from your life and focus on Scott? Okay, I'm getting a yes for focusing on Scott, but there are some messages to come through. Just important to have empathy in this situation. So I don't know whether pushing is the right action. If you're talking about moving away from Chris and moving on to Scott, this Queen of Cups says, well, just be mindful of your empathy towards Chris. Even if Chris, yes, understandable, people can do some very nasty things, but the Queen of Cups is that you are very nurturing in your emotions. So just be mindful not to do things in a way that would be hurtful. The Hierophant says, yes, this is the energy of making sure that you're following through with the structures that support you. And the Six of Wands says, yes, victory. This is very good for your identity. So thank you so much, and I'm wishing you all of the best, Melissa, in your circumstances or situation. Sangwoo Suk, I'm waiting for your question. Oh yes, thank you, I've got it. You wanted to know, will you get a job as a product designer soon? Thank you, Sangwoo Suk. Will Sangwoo Suk get a job as a product designer soon? Soon. Soon, there's a no for soon, okay? When you use the word soon, the tarot is unforgiving. So I'm getting a no for now, Sangwoo Suk. Thank you so much, and I'm wishing you all of the best. Next I have in the queue is Ray, Jesse, Kathy. Kathy. If you heard your name called, please send your name and question through. Otherwise, I'll be moving on to Danielle for Danielle's full reading. Actually, Danielle, are you here, Danielle? We can get started by choosing your deck. So I'm reading for Ray, Jesse, Kathy. Jessie, as in the yes or no question, Jessie. Kathy. Deck 2. Thank you, Danielle. Cleanse that deck. Okay, thank you, Kathy. I'll be with your message. I'll just cleanse this deck for Danielle. So, Kathy, you did send 2 through. You sent, oh yeah, for a love message. Gotcha. I'll do your question, then I'll do your love message, Kathy. And then Danielle, I'll do your reading. Just cleansing the deck for you, Danielle. Kathy, does Taylor really love Kathy the way he says he does? You're welcome, Danielle. Does Taylor really love... Does Taylor really love Kathy the way he says he does? Yes or no for Kathy? Wow! This is a yes. Very strong yes. Thank you so much, Kathy, and I'm wishing you all of the best. Love message for Kathy. Ray and Jessie, are you here? Love message for Kathy. Jessie as in the yes or no Jessie. I've got a Jessie here for a question detailed. Love message for Kathy. Honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So whether in contact, no contact, waiting for someone to come through, or love message to self, this is a beautiful energy of fun, exploration, deepening desires with someone. And it could mean an upcoming vacation together with someone that you love, Kathy. And Tarot, the Emperor. So this is I'm getting a masculine energy come through with the Emperor. So very stable, loving person. Thank you so much, Kathy, and I'm wishing you all of the best. Okay. One final shout out for Ray. Jessie, yes or no? All right, Danielle. Simply Kristen, yes, I've got you at the 5th in the queue. I've got you 5th in the queue. I know. Isn't that sweet, the teddy bear and heart? All right, Danielle, ready for your question? Oh, yes, got you here. How is the lack of response to Aaron's second message today impacting the trajectory of the path? Okay, thank you, Danielle. Let's look into it. Oh, got a little cheeky card there. Cheeky card. Danielle, how is the lack of response to Aaron's second message impacting the trajectory of the path? Oh, wants to come out. Just wanted to come out. It wanted to come out. This this action that you're taking, Danielle, the lack of response, absolutely has to do with you and your self-expansion. So I'm seeing that, I am getting a sense that this is connected to you, to your truth. Positive cards are coming out. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcanas. So hugely spiritual checkpoints are coming out all round. Danielle, I felt like my energy was just drained. It had been 10 days he hadn't responded. Okay. It is, you are, yeah, okay, so I'll start with the Hierophant. It's that energy of, I am getting the sense of like we call it here in Australia an apprenticeship. And what generally happens is we go to a school or an institution and we learn about that thing we're learning. And then we go out into the real world and then we apply the skills we've learned. And the energy that's coming through is I'm getting a sense that you are, this is the current energy, is that you're actually using the skills that you've learned in the real world. That's what I'm getting, which is coming out with the Hierophant as the first energy. The Three of Wands, like I was mentioning, is self-expansion. So in the past, you decided to move into a new version of yourself. You looked beyond what was possible and you've already heading in that direction, quite confident, expressive. So possibly too, if they took quite a while to respond to you, they've obviously missed their window as well during the time where you were feeling the most open and vibrant. So it seems like there's almost a mismatch in the timing between the two of you. With the Justice card, this is about fairness. So the root of this, Danielle, is about fairness. And I think that with you and your words, meaning you felt drained, you've decided with a lack of response. I think this is being fair on yourself with the Justice card about balance, balancing out, you know, possibly the karma between the two of you. But the sword the sword is very important. You don't have to do much, but the sword would say, just make sure that you are upholding the level of communication that you would want to receive. So it would say, don't mirror back how they've treated you. Act in accordance to your values, because it's about balancing out. It's not about mirroring, because if you were to mirror, then the scales would be way out of balance. So just make sure that your response is in accordance to your highest self. The Chariot in the challenge here is about that direction. So the challenge here is moving forward with the path. Yeah, I'll probably respond tomorrow. Just needed a break. Beautiful, because there's nothing wrong with taking a day or two to respond. Absolutely. The Chariot. This is a challenge. So spiritually for you, it is. Whether you like it or not, this is a part of your journey, and your journey, you're strengthening your GPS in life through this situation, circumstance. So it's just having to be, I guess, the word patient, because your discipline in this connection and making sure that it is moving in the direction that supports you. It's sometimes hard to keep that controlled. If this is showing up in your challenge. So just be patient with the direction maybe not going the way you want it to. That this is going to increase your GPS in life, not just with Aaron. This is going to increase your way of discerning which is left, which is right. And the Empress says the potential outcome. This is you getting back your energy. Yeah, I felt a little guilty too not responding. Yes, understood. It is very much it is as much as you can. Just understanding that you're doing this for you. Okay, you're doing this for you, and that the guilt does not make you respond. You know, like having the guilt doesn't make it better. If you know what I mean. So I find for myself, when I start to feel guilt, it's almost like a mechanism to make us feel better. That if I feel guilty about this, so sorry, I'm just going into that a little bit, but it's just to give your sense the self of like, the guilt doesn't make it any better. The Empress here as the potential future is very strong, and it says that you are regaining your energy. Yes, I feel like it's a pattern I'm breaking. Beautiful. The Empress is you regaining your energy. This is, you know, this is what will make Aaron come back to you, feel attracted to you. And this is why we get into those annoying cycles, because the moment you start to feel grounded and energetic and full of yourself and just absolutely just generous with your energy, then the other person kind of creeps back in. They're like, oh, hey, like, how you going? So this is cycle breaking as well. It's like, well, protecting your garden, protecting your resources from this person. It's a warm energy. It's not that you're saying, you know, go away. You're just saying, oh, well, this is as much as I can give to you. But that's what I'm getting there with the Empress. So I've got some minutes left. Danielle, let me know if you want to go into another question. Otherwise, I'll get you a romance oracle. Well, finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Okay, to take the symbolism or the subtext in this card, how is he feeling about it? Okay, great. I'll go into that. To get into the subtext about finances and career, well, think about it. Like I said here with getting the GPS, it's like this situation is helping you get more discerning in all areas of your life. And this is actually going to help you as well in your finances and career. So meaning a factor. So it means that, you know, possibly, yeah, I won't go too deep into that because I do want to answer your question. How is he feeling about it? He also told me today he applied for a bunch of new jobs. Okay. Yeah, I get this sense. I kind of sense where he's going with. Yeah. Okay, so how is he feeling about it? He's getting a sense of this is actually affecting his view of what's important to him. This is affecting his sense of what is important to me. He's taking a close look at that. The Page of Cups, Nine of Cups. This energy is, they're feeling, yeah, I just get the sense that they don't quite understand the impact that they had on you. So how they're feeling right now, I don't think they're feeling quite deeply about your lack of response. I think they're still in this place of like almost la la land, like not really realizing how their actions have affected you. So, but this is just immediate. If this has only been about not even 12 hours since your lack of response, I think they're just not quite getting it. That there's possibly they feel very positive about them reaching out to you. I get this sense that, yeah, it's la la land. They've not yet felt the weight of their actions and how much it's affected you, that they've actually thought that they've done really good. They think that they've done good by reaching out to you. So, of course, not to judge them, not to think they're wrong for that, but it's the sense of that and the potential future here is them actually going, you know what? I think what I did wasn't very nice, because the Eight of Cups is that getting more depth and meaning. So like I said, here it's like la la land, possibly going, I think I understand, but it's circling down to that, oh, okay, so depth and meaning, or being authentic. It's like, okay, I have to sit with myself, finding the integrity with their actions. So that's what I'm getting for you, Danielle, in these cards. I am wishing you all of the best as the next days unfold. I guess this is a sense for, yeah, I hope you get some sort of clarity or confidence to move forward in the way you're moving. I'm so glad that helps, Danielle. And thank you so much for returning for a full, that I'm still here. Thank you so much for returning for a full reading, and I really appreciate your support, Danielle. Wishing you all of the best. Alrighty, guys. Next I have in the queue. I'm going to turn it on now. I just don't know if I could. I've got Jessica for a 1 question detailed. Are you here, Jessica? Oh, really? Oh my gosh. Wow. Like clairaudient? Danielle, like clairaudience? Amazing. Jessica, please send through your question. Oh my gosh, wow. That's so beautiful. Thank you for sharing that, Danielle. Oh my gosh, love that. That's very, this is why I love the work that I do. Oh, thank you for the hand heart, Mark. I've been developing my clairaudience too. Yes, and you know what, Danielle? I've been shut off to mine and my third eye a lot in the past several months because of the healing that I'm working through. I just naturally have found that all of my psychic gifts have been shut off in terms of the seeing and hearing. But just occasionally in the last few weeks, it's turned on. And I'm like, oh, this is so incredible. It's the most amazing feeling. It makes you feel happy to be alive. Beautiful, Danielle. Thank you, and I'll see you again soon. Jessie, I just want to know if this relationship is serving you. Thank you, Aquarius, Pisces. Oh, water. Water. And close together as well. Whoa. I can't help but feel, Jessica, with the Tower in reversed next to the 8 of Cups. If it just depends what the Tower's sitting next to with it being reversed. One could say otherwise, but with the 8 of Cups and the 4 of Cups, I get a sense that it's possibly that you're holding on. You're holding on to a version of this relationship that may not be meeting your needs. Because the 8 of Cups is seeking depth. It's wanting more. It's wanting more. It's a very meaningful card. It's integrity as well. And so you can't really have integrity if you're keeping things held too tightly together. 4 of Cups can also signal that right now you may feel emotionally at capacity, that you might not be able to handle a breakup, or you might not be able to handle a change in your circumstances. And that's fine. It's not about changing. It's not about being, if you are thinking, I would say, Jessica, with those cards, if you have been thinking of walking away, you don't have to do it in a destructive way. You can do it in a way that gives you integrity in yourself, Jessica. So yes, there are some things coming out for you, but I am wishing you all of the best as you navigate these next few weeks in your situation. Okay, I'm looking for Ray, Jesse. You're so welcome. Okay, Ray or Jesse? Okay, I am ready for Simplify with Hannah. Hannah, so thank you so much, Hannah, for sending through for a micro reading. So the mini and micro read, so understanding you want to do 2 different readings. Is that right? Instead of doing one big long session, you want to start fresh with a new deck. Thank you, Crystal. I do have you here. I do have you here. Or merge together. Yes, I can give you a 7-minute reading. That way we can just keep going. There's no interruption. That works very well for me. So we can keep going without interruption. You're so very welcome. So please could you choose a deck? Deck 1 or deck 2? Deck 1 or deck 2? Hi VS, I've got you in the queue for a hand heart. Guys, thank you for being with me. Those that have sent a gift or a payment, I will let you know who I've got in the queue. I've got Kristen for a yes or no and a question detailed. I've got Crystal for a mini reading. I've got Mark, VS, and Mark for a love message. Please just understand that I do have a queue, and that when it comes to your time and I call your name, if you do not come forward with your question and I finish this live, you do forfeit your gift or your payment. And Mariah, thank you, that's come through. I've got you here, 11th in queue, Mariah. One, thank you so much, Hannah. Now, please let me know the first question. The first question. Will we be successful in our High Court hearing? Great. Thank you so much, Hannah. Just to confirm, with questions like legal and health, it's very important for you to understand that I do not predict outcomes and I cannot guarantee outcomes. But what I can do is show you what energy is coming through the tarot, and that can help you and guide you in making your next steps and actions in situations. Thank you so kindly. So Hannah, will Hannah be successful in the High Court hearing in 2027? So as I've just said, with these sort of questions, it's about what energy comes out, Hannah. And if there are things that can strengthen an outcome, it's about taking on board those little pieces of, I guess, advice from the tarot. Hannah's thoughts, actions, and behaviors. What outcome is that aligning with? Will Hannah be successful in the High Court hearing in 2027? First energy is maintenance. Maintenance, keeping a record of, I'm getting a sense of, make sure you're keeping a record of anything that you need to give to your lawyer or producing for the court case, and keeping a very close eye on it. Five of Swords does reflect the Five of Swords in the past. This is the past. Getting the freedom. So the question and these cards are saying, yes, we hear you. This is relating to a sense of your freedom. The Five of Swords is that energy of, it is challenged. There's change and disruption in this energy, but it also means liberation and freedom. So this does indicate, the court case gives you, it's matching to that, what you're looking for in the court case. So it could be indicating that possible success. The Three of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles. Okay. The Chariot, getting direction. Okay, so overall, this energy isn't saying a yes or a no. If anything, it's leaning towards a yes, Hannah, which is good, which is what you want to hear. But there are some things that can be strengthened so that as things are unfolding, you can get the wheel turning in your favor, like people like to say. You can move into better fortune, better good luck, because alignment means that what is meant for you won't pass you, and those things that aren't meant for you, that aren't good for you, will fall away. So the Three of Pentacles is the root of all of this, and this is working together. So you've got to question yourself, if this is like a domestic case where you are working with someone you know, or sorry, well, your court case is against someone you know. What will strengthen this is about working together in your personal life, collaborating more with the people around you, possibly getting on board with everything that your lawyer is saying. But this is really about getting into that energy of going, yes, I can do it. Yes, I can do it. Yes, you can count on me. Yes, I am reliable. To do with your business. Okay, great. So that's what I felt with the Page of Pentacles. Really important. Make sure you're keeping receipts or keeping accurate records for this court case. The Three of Pentacles, yes, I can do it. If your lawyer says, can you get me like the last 20 years of receipts, and it's like the biggest task ever, you just say, yes, I can do it. Just be very willing, working, ready to work with anything your lawyer is asking you, or whatever the process is asking you of. Five of Pentacles is the challenge. Very important for you right now. This will be the hardest part, is to move away from neglecting yourself during the stresses of the court case, and the feeling and the need to sacrifice yourself for the court case. So important, because at the moment with this energy coming through, there's misalignment. For you to have a successful court case, you need to be taking care of yourself. You need to be absolutely, with manifestation as well, you need to be so calm in your heart that if you don't win, that you did all that you could, and that you're so glad that you tried at least. Okay, so the Five of Pentacles is being absolutely so mindful that you're not just doing this so you can win, that this is just a piece of your life that you get on to your day-to-day. You get to work, you do your things that you need to do, you take care of your family. You're not neglecting anything in your life with the focus of winning the court case. And the Chariot is getting direction and gaining direction. So it is a positive outcome coming through with the Chariot, that there is a sense of direction being gained. So we've got a couple of minutes left. Hannah, has she been deceptive? Will the truth come to light? This is indicating This is a very cloudy energy. The Five of Cups is disappointment. Disappointment in something that was lost. The Justice is about fairness coming through. This is the restoring balance in what was lost. So possibly feeling like, the Star is overexposed and showing too much of oneself. The Fool is possibly, doing something that wasn't, it just was, quote unquote, foolish, just very foolish behavior. And the Five of Wands is conflict. There is a lot of conflict here. So the energy reads as, has she been deceptive? Will truth come to light? With the Justice, absolutely, the truth will come to light with the Justice. I'm not too sure about her being deceptive. There's possibility here, with the Five of Cups, them feeling quite sorry for themselves for having acted the way they acted and having lost something. The Star can indicate loss. So this is possibly the person. If you're talking about someone, if this person is who you're in the court case with, this is possibly that they will lose. This is possible that they will lose. If this is when you say, has she been deceptive? If she is the person that you're in the court case with, there's a possibility she will lose and that the truth comes to light. We're out of time for any questions, so I will just get you a spiritual oracle. Yes, it is. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'll just get, you know, the star is a huge card for loss. Huge card for loss. Just get your spirit oracle, Hannah. Forgiveness. Wow. This is very true here. Forgiveness, okay? Time to heal old wounds. Time to let go and forgive. Do not allow yourself to be a victim any longer, for in doing so, you only hurt yourself. Forgive and set yourself free. You are internally loved. Accept the love being offered and allow it to heal you. So, forgiveness is a very tricky one. But just because you deserve to win doesn't mean you can't forgive the person for the wrongdoings they did, okay? Because at the end of the day, we're human, we make mistakes, and our souls yearn for the forgiveness so that we can reincarnate with our karma cleared. So just taking that on board. Oh, you're so very welcome, Hannah. Thank you so much for trusting me with your situation. And I'm wishing you all of the very best as the court case unfolds. But things are looking bright for you. Loves back to you. Thank you. Alrighty, guys. Next I have on the list is Simply Kristen with a yes or no. Hey, Beetle. Thank you. Simply Kristen, please, Kristen, send through your yes or no and then send through your question detailed. Kristen, will you get one of the jobs you just applied to? Yes or no? This is a yes for you, Kristen. Thank you so much. Please let me know your question for the question detailed. What are Joe's latest feelings towards Kristen? That's so funny. So the energy is very prevalent right now for you, Kristen. This is great. Vitality. Vitality is that spark. So energy is when we can move and do things in life. Vitality is what gives us this energy. And so this is very strong in your life right now. Oh my gosh, the 10 of Cups. I've got goosebumps. What are Joe's latest feelings towards you? The 10 of Cups is like, this is my person. I want things to continue. I want more with this person. I want possibly forever. Unity and peace. And I don't know, with the Fool, if possibly that, yeah, it's open. They're open to what's possible, especially I can honestly see you two doing something together that harnesses this. Like an example that I see with this energy is like two people renovating a house together because they can see themselves enjoying that new piece of the house that's been renovated with the creativity that comes with the Ace. So an Ace of, I pulled 3 cards before you did and got the 10 of Cups. Boom. Ace of Cups and the Emperor. Beautiful. So really beautiful energy here. Like I said, one way of to see it is like you two doing a project together that reinforces that continuity. And Kristen, if you do like tarot and you're learning yourself, I have an excellent resource, which is my alignment matrix, which helps you understand the way I read tarot as well, the energy of a card. So if that's something you're interested in, I've got that in my link in bio. But thank you so much, so kindly, for sending through for your questions, and I'm wishing you all of the best. We aren't talking right now, so that's good. Yeah, it's about coming together. You're so welcome, Kristen. Next I have on the list is Crystal for a mini read. Are you here, Crystal? And Lucky Star, thank you for the question. I've got you on the list, Lucky Star. I've got a few people in the queue, but I've got you here. Hi, Crystal. Thank you so much for your patience. I've now got my decks ready for you. So deck 1 or deck 2, if you could please choose a deck. Natty, thank you so much for the question detailed. So deck 1 or deck 2, thank you, Crystal. Deck 1, thank you. So mini read for Crystal. Please let me know your question, Crystal. Thank you. What does Crystal need to know, and what is the energy with current relationship? Beautiful, thank you. That's such a great question. Crystal, what does Crystal need to know? What is the current energy with you? What is the energy with your current relationship? Okay. Two questions there, Crystal. So what I will do is I will just go, I'll get you two spreads, okay? Okay. Crystal, what you need to know right now, the High Priestess, a window is open for you right now. An opportunity is available for you to connect to your higher self, your future self. Think about it. Yesterday, can you remember when you were taking a shower or eating a meal? Because tomorrow, you're going to remember today. And so you got to think, well, what are you doing in a week from now? What are you doing in 2 weeks from now? Your higher self in 4 weeks from now, she knows stuff that she can give to you as little bits of intuition. And the High Priestess is saying your intuition is open. Receive the messages from yourself. That's in a couple of weeks from now, okay? The Three of Wands in the past indicates that you are growing, that you are moving into the expression of yourself that makes you feel confident, outgoing, extroverted. You're ready for life. That's what the Three of Wands in the past is indicating, is that you're moving, growing, and expanding. It could indicate travel, and could possibly indicate pregnancy as well, that there is a new version of yourself being born. Six of Cups, the root of all of this is returning to kindness and something familiar within your realm. Innocent behaviors will keep you, I love that. Yes. Innocent behaviors will keep you grounded. So an innocent behavior would just be, just having a yummy cake and coffee just because it makes you feel good or it makes you feel comfortable. A lot of comfort's coming through for you right now. So give yourself some comfort. Could also indicate that someone from the past is returning, or that you're going to you're going to do some things that you used to do that gave you a sense of comfort. The Seven of Wands in the challenge is, yes, what's currently happening for you is it's very important for you to be persistent in that thing that you're growing into. Be persistent. Don't let people sway you otherwise. So when someone says, that's a stupid idea, you don't need to argue with them. You just be like, oh, well, that's my idea, and then carry on. So the Seven of Wands is that energy of just being resilient and self-aware during this time. And the Nine of Pentacles, this is really beautiful. This is standing on your own 2 feet. This could mean that you're feeling quite comfortable in your finances, but it's also got the energy of empowerment, like a very empowering time for you right now. So that's what I'm getting for what you need to know. And I've just got a few minutes left to get to the energy of the relationship. What is the energy with your current relationship? I won't be able to go into all of the cards, but I will give you a roundabout energy. Movement, there's movement happening for you. There's movement available. Okay, I'm getting that it's all about working together. This is possibly relating. So you being resilient and you defending the things that matter to you most could be to do with your relationship, this person that you're dealing with. Coming together and working on it together. Don't shut them out. I'm getting words, don't shut them out, but make sure that you stand your ground, because this is governing your boundaries and you protecting your peace. This is you protecting your peace, and possibly your finances as well, keeping strong boundaries in place. But this is movement. So things are going to start moving for you if they felt like they haven't really been changing or you haven't seen the progress. But also this is pursuit as well. So possibly that person that you're dealing with may move forward with a new offer or a more stable offer. But it's about just Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands. It's very much having courage during this time, because you're needing to know what it is that you deserve. That's what I'm getting here, Crystal. Knowing what you deserve. Thank you so much, Crystal, for sending through for a mini reading. I really appreciate your support in what I do, and I'm wishing you all of the very best in your circumstances as they unfold. Speaking your boundaries, okay? Love that. Alrighty, guys. Next I have in the list is Mark VS and Mark for a love message. Are you here? Give me one more moment. I'll just be disappearing. Thank you, VS. And just give me one more moment. And update. Okay, VS for a love message. Thank you so much, VS. Love message for VS. Wow, two's coming through. Forgiving and learning. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations, and as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. So there's possibly something being uncovered right now between you and the person, or you and a certain relationship. Just keep doing what you're doing. Look at it with practical eyes, okay? This situation. But that's what I'm getting for you, VS. Thank you so much for sending through, and I'm wishing you all of the best. Hi, Life 10. No, I haven't read for you yet. Thank you for checking. Life 10. Yes, I've got you here. So, guys, I'm just going to take a short 2-minute break, and I'll be back. You're welcome, VS. Go outside if you want to go outside. Hi, Defend Offline. Absolutely. The reading is based on your question. Okay, guys. Next I have in the queue is Mark for 2 love messages, or Tiana for a question. Defend Online. It's the readings are questions. I answer your questions in the reading. Tiana, thank you, Tiana. Should you end things with Avery? This is a maybe, Tiana. I'm getting a maybe. I'm wishing you all of the best. Thank you. Ray, Jesse, Mark. Ray, Jesse, Mark. Bye, Defend Offline. You're welcome, Tiana. Alrighty guys, I'm going to call out your name, wrapping up my live soon. So if you hear your name called, be sure to present yourself. Kitana, I've got you here. Yes, I do. So Kitana, you are next in queue, but I just give Mark a few more moments. Is Mark here? Okay, Kitana, I'm going to proceed with your micro read. Could you please choose a deck 1 or deck 2? Yes, you're after Kitana. Thank you, Life 10. Kitana, Lucky Star, Natty, Life 10. Oh yes, Mariah. I've got Mariah. I actually do have you after Lucky Star. Deck 2. Thank you, Victoria. And please let me know your question. Victoria. Victoria. Thank you, Victoria. What's next in love for Victoria? Beautiful question. What's next in love for Victoria? Have you... Sorry, I'll just give that a moment. I'm assuming you're single, is that right, Victoria? Yeah, sorry. Are you single? Wow. Wow, this is good. Newly single. Well, the Wheel of Fortune here is saying that you are 2 steps ahead, that the decisions that were made that have now made you single are about you moving in better alignment with that person that truly gets you. So what I'm seeing is it's more, you're going to have a period of getting your spark back, getting confident in who you are, feeling passionate about who you are. And this is when other people start to take notice. So your friends around you, and especially like the people that you're attracted to, they start becoming attracted to you. So if you go out for dinner or you're at a market, you're becoming noticeable by other people. The Hierophant is making sure that you let the steps unfold in natural sequence, that you don't skip any steps during this phase of being single. What's coming in? Let your friends help you. Beautiful. Ask for and accept support from others. So I am getting the sense that love is there for you, but it's just later down the track. A love that's more fitting for you and more fulfilling. But at the moment, it is about that getting really sinking into that single feeling again, of just being able to do what you want when you want, and actually getting that sense of just having a good time, being fearless, uninhibited, just enjoying life. And I'm specifically seeing you going out with your friends as well. So that's what I'm getting for you, Victoria. Thank you so kindly for sending through for a micro read. And I'm wishing you all of the very best as your circumstances unfold here. Beautiful for that card to come out in your question. You're so very welcome. Okay, next I have is Lucky Star for a question detailed. Are you here, Lucky Star? Sandra, thank you. Work sucks. You're on a big team, so you feel like you're the most talked about. If so, how can it stop? Okay. Is Sandra the most talked about at work? Is Sandra the most talked about at work? What I'm getting for you, how can it stop? So yeah, it is coming through that this is largely your perception, your mental perception of this, because the swords speak for our thoughts and our beliefs. What do you believe about this situation right now? The Nine of Swords says that you do believe in consequences. You do believe in doubt. You do believe in fear. You do believe in anticipation. So I know that's a lot to take on right now, but the cards are saying, where can you have a change in your beliefs to free yourself from these thoughts? Because beautifully, there's something waiting for you with the Ace of Pentacles. And actually, you don't need to do anything, I'm getting with this, that it is there regardless, and it's going to make itself known to you. But it's like the state of your mind, the cleaner your mind is, the more confident you move away from the fear and doubt to freedom of your thoughts, the better this offer or this thing that's coming to you is better. Regardless, it's going to present itself to you, but if you have a sharper awareness of how you're feeling, you're going to recognize it quicker and you're going to get the fullest benefits from it. So just know that there is something coming for you that gives you a sense of fresh energy. But yeah, this is about changing your beliefs and your assumptions about work, Sandra. So that's what I'm getting for you, and I'm wishing you all of the best in your circumstances. Thank you so much for sending through for a question detailed. Next I've got is Mariah. Is that Mariah? Thank you, Mariah. You here? I've got Mariah and then you're next. Mariah's a paid person. Thank you so much. Life 10, I've got you in the queue. Mariah, will you and Daniel J continue to improve the connection? Thank you, Mariah. Will you and Daniel J continue to improve the connection? Whoa. Yes. Whoa. I'm getting a yes here. You got a few cards coming out, but very strong energy here with the Lovers. This is making loving choices, Mariah. So the strengthening, the improvement of your connection starts with you first and foremost, moving in alignment, making decisions that are loving for yourself. So this is going to bed when you feel tired. This is saying no to a plan when you mean no. This is just making sure that you are first and foremost taking care of yourself. And yeah, you are very connected. That's very, very soulful connection. Six of Cups is that being kind to each other. Very important to be kind and be very comforting. So how can you be comforting? Well, you just, simple things. Being very simple, kind, and speaking your standards of behaviors and not suppressing emotions, okay? Mariah, that's what I'm getting for you here in terms of the improvement is there for you, okay? But just take all of those little things on board. Extra card for you there, but I'm wishing you all of the best, Mariah. Thank you so much for sending through. Oh yes, I need to stop suppressing my emotions. Beautiful. I'm glad the cards have given you something to reflect on. Next I've got in the queue is Natty, then I have Life 10. So Natty or Life 10, I will answer the first person that's here. Thank you so much. Appreciate you as always. Oh, you're so welcome, Mariah. Bye. Okay, Abe. Is Augusta happy with their current boyfriend? Whoa. Wow. Two of Cups coming out. Abe, is Augusta happy with their current boyfriend, her current boyfriend? Ah. It's a maybe. Yeah. They're learning a little bit more here. It's a maybe. Thank you so much, Abe, and I'm wishing you all of the best. Hi, Natty. Welcome. Please let me know your questions, and I'll look into that for you. Natty, your partner of 2 years, Colin, ended us, no reason why. Yes, what's your question? Thank you for the context and situation, Natty. Understanding, Abe. I'm happy to look next time I'm on TikTok Live. If you'd like to purchase a reading with more time, I'm happy to look into what things you can do to move in that direction. Okay, Natty, is there a reason why Colin ended a 2-year relationship over the phone? Well, of course there's a reason, but what? Oh, so he's told you no reason why. Yes, of course there's a reason. So it's possibly, yeah. I am picking up. Okay, so there's a lot weighing on them at the moment, that possibly that the relationship has taken from them and not given to them. That's correct. He said he should set you free. He came a distance. Yeah. You know what? I'm actually picking that up with the 5 of Pentacles and the 8 of Cups. I get this sense, whoa, sorry guys. I've done something. Help. There we go. I get a sense that he does sense that what you're giving to him, he can't truly fully receive, that he's possibly feeling unworthy of you, and that he does need to find meaning and depth in his life, but he can only do that unattached. And the 10 of Wands would indicate that he's been carrying a lot for a while. Like you said, if he's become distant since November, ask yourself, what was he talking about? He's ended it 3 times. Okay. What happened in November? You know, you need to ask yourself that question, because that will give you clues. Or prior to November, did something happen in his personal life or work life? Did he have a loss in the family? Or that's the thing, but he's not feeling very worthy of you right now, and he feels like he will bring you down. So it is very best to give him what he needs right now, and this is him reestablishing his he changed jobs. So when you change a job, you lose your identity and you re-find a new one. So it's possibly he lost a part of himself with that old job. Even if there was negative parts of that, you lose the familiarity, and when that's gone, you kind of start questioning things. So yeah, Natty, I'm getting the sense that he's questioning. And yeah, I hope that brings you some clarity, Natty, and I'm wishing you all of the very best in these next few weeks as it unfolds. The next I've got here is I've got Sarah or Sarah. Ray, Jesse, Mark. You're so welcome, Natty. Alrighty guys, I'm going to be wrapping up this live in 2 minutes. I will give the opportunity in the next 2 minutes for you to come through for your question. So I do have Sarah, Mark, Ray and Jesse. Hi. Sarah, you were wondering, will Ethan come back into your life? Thank you so much. Will Ethan come back into Sarah's life? I'm so sorry for the mispronunciation. You can correct me while I'm shuffling and talking to you. Will Ethan come back into Sarah's life, please? I say Sarah because I've had a friend named Sarah with no H at the end. Will Ethan come back into Sarah's life, please? It's, yeah, I'm getting a yes here, Sarah. I am getting a yes, that they are being quite, they're being reflective at the moment. They're not rushing into anything. This includes their relationships, that they're in a period of gaining direction, and how it's how they felt with you, the warmth that they felt from you. They're very much weighing that up as a returning. But that's what I'm getting here, Sarah. The Empress is very warm, very giving, abundant in their energy. The Chariot is about willpower, taking action, and very directed in their movements. The Two of Swords is just having some restraint on making that decision. They're not rushing into it. So I'm wishing you all of the best, Sarah, and thank you so much for sending through for a question detailed. You are welcome. Alrighty guys, final call out to those that have sent gifts. I've got Ray, Jesse, Mark. Ray, Jesse and Mark. Ray, Jesse and Mark. Final shout out. And those that have been watching, thank you so much for joining me on this session. I do have same-day tarot readings, so it's a 5-minute voice message and a photo of your cards sent directly to your messages. You can find that link in bio. I also have a daily wellness journal that you can use to keep track of your emotions. And I do have a tarot matrix. So if you're interested in learning how to read tarot cards, I give you the system that takes this from being a scary card to it giving you information and details about what's currently unfolding rather than it using a based prediction. So that's all in my link in bio. I will be back again soon for a live, but I'm thanking you all for joining me in this session. I'm wishing you all a very lovely day or evening wherever you are. Bye, everyone.
Coming into life. So